Twilio Studio is a visual editor for creating Twilio applications. It works by dragging and dropping widgets that represent parts of the Twilio API, and then connecting them together to create an application. If you can draw your application, chances are you can build it with Twilio Studio. Let's take a look at what appointment reminders would look like on a chalkboard. We'd draw a REST request to trigger the reminder flow. Then we'd draw up a SMS that asks the user to reply with 1 to confirm or 2 to cancel the appointment. If they send 1 back, then we'll log the confirmation and reply with thanks via a text message. If they send 2 back, then we'll log the cancellation and reply with thanks as well via a text message. If they send us something that was not 1 or 2 in the previous step, we'd tell them it was an invalid choice and give them a chance to do it again. All of the building blocks to build this simple flow exist in Studio, and we're going to build that in this video. We'll start in Twilio Studio by creating a new flow. I'm going to name my flow Appointment Reminder, but you can name yours whatever you want. We'll start with an empty flow, so the start from scratch template. And I'm going to pull out the Send and Wait for Reply widget. This sends a text message and then waits for the user to respond. This is going to say your appointment is coming up on, and then we're going to use the liquid syntax to pull the flow's data for the appointment_time. We'll pass that in via our REST request that starts the flow. We'll ask the user to reply 1 to confirm or 2 to cancel and save that. We'll hook up the REST API trigger and move on to evaluating what the user sends back. So we're going to split on their confirmation. This is going to be the results of their text message reply. And that can be found on the inbound message's message body. So we'll create some conditions based on the inbound body. And we're going to check to see if that's equal to 1 or if it's equal to 2, since those are the expected values, 1 for confirming and 2 for canceling. Okay, now that we have the conditions set up, we can figure out what to do next. We're going to use Twilio functions to run some code to confirm or cancel the appointments. For this application, it's just going to log whether they confirmed or not, but in your application, you'd want to mark the confirmation or cancellation in your database. So we're just going to have a simple Twilio function here that logs out which they chose to do. Okay, awesome. So we can hook up 1 to the function for confirm and 2 for the function to cancel. We'll take a look at those functions when we run the code later. Okay, excellent. So we also wanted to send a message to thank them for either confirming or canceling. So we need 2 send message widgets here. The first one is going to be for when they confirm their appointment, and the second one will be for if they cancel their appointment. Okay, so we can hook up the success point from the function. So if the function returns successfully, we'll send those text messages. All right, so under the thanks message, we'll say, thanks, we'll see you at the office. And in the cancellation, we'll say, we understand that plans change. Thanks for letting us know. Excellent. So our success paths are set, but what happens if someone sends something other than 1 or 2? Well, this is where we wanted to send a text message to the user to say, hey, that wasn't a valid response. Please try again. So we'll create a send message here that says send no match. And we'll say, we're sorry, we couldn't understand that request. So please try again, basically. So we'll pull no matches up to our send no match. And then once that message is sent, we want to resend them the confirmation for the appointment. So that completes the flow. We have everything for the success and failure cases. Let's get a phone number for this flow. And I'm going to look for a phone number in the Philadelphia area again. So we'll search for 267. I am from Philadelphia, so we'll grab a Philadelphia phone number. Awesome. We'll buy it and we'll set it up. And we'll also set up the section for when an incoming text message comes in to use the flow. So we'll scroll down to messaging and change a message comes in to Studio Flow and give that over to the appointment reminder. Optional step, but if you ever ended up implementing some stuff on the text message, you would want that to be there. For our use case, though, we're really concerned with this REST API URL. So this is where we will send a post request to trigger the flow. Copy the URL and head over to the terminal. In the terminal, we'll use curl to make a post request to our flow's REST API URL. We'll pass in some parameters. We need a to phone number. That's going to be my cell phone number that I'll grab out of environment variables. And we also need a from phone number. That's the Twilio phone number we just purchased in the Twilio phone number section. And then we'll pass in some parameters. We want to pass in the appointment time. We're going to say Tuesday at 6 p.m. This is how you pass them in. They're just JSON. And then we need to pass in our credentials for Twilio, our Twilio account SID and Twilio auth token. You can get those out of the Twilio console. So I'll send this. My phone will pop up with the message. We'll reply 1 to confirm. And we'll look in the confirm appointment function, and it just logs out that the appointment was confirmed. We'll rerun this post request, and this time on my phone, I will select 2 to the incoming text message to cancel. We press 2 and then send it, and we'll look in the cancel appointment function, and it is canceled there as well. So that's going to do it for appointment reminders. We haven't really even scratched the surface on what you can do with Twilio Studio. Check out some of our other videos here and play around with Twilio Studio. Tell us what you make. Let us know down in the comments and we'll check it out. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, click the Twilio logo in the bottom left. If you want to check out Twilio Studio, there's a button in the bottom right for that. If you want to watch another video, I picked one out just for you. Until next time, I'm out of here.